What is going on, Voodies? It's a beautiful day here in Tampa Bay, and thank you so much for tuning into the VooDoo Chef podcast tonight. We've got a great podcast. I got to tell you how stoked I am. My man, Chef Troy Heller, all the way from somewhere in Colorado. Don't ask me the city. We're just going to say Denver or thereabouts. Checking in, we're going to learn all about what he's got going on. More importantly, tell you a little bit about the connection between he and myself. He may or may not had a little bit to do with the voodoo-fying of this guy right here. And we're mad thankful for that. And you're going to hear all about it tonight. But before we do, if you're checking in right now, remember, let us know where you're checking in from. More importantly, what you're drinking tonight. I can eat a whole pizza in 2 minutes, says Voodoo Fandom. And we all know what they're referring to. They're referring to how I got my ass kicked in a pizza eating contest by Miss Faith Lee. Miss Faith Lee kicked my ass in a pizza eating competition a couple weeks ago, and I don't think I'm ever going to live that down. But that's okay. And a big shout out to Domino's Pizza for hooking us up with those amazing pizzas. Great night. And if you're watching on Instagram right now, I'm going to tell you right now, I apologize for whatever the fuck's going on that Instagram stream where we're like right the fuck in your face. But Dr. Sweet Smoke, thanks so much for checking in, drinking that Buffalo Trace. And Sean Vest, Bridge King, checking in. If you're on that gram page and you're tired of looking at that tight shot, jump over to Facebook, jump over to YouTube. But no matter what, wherever you're at, make sure you like, you follow, and you ring the bell, and make sure and leave those comments. That's how we get to do this again and again and again every Tuesday night from right here in the best place in the world, Tampa, Florida. All right, we're going to do a flashback. We're going to talk about all the lovely goodness that took place over the past week. And if you follow, you're going to know that I was hanging out at this lovely event called Tampa Bay Oyster Fest. Now, you got to know, first and foremost, Tampa Bay Oyster Fest, it's 100% in support of Frameworks of Tampa Bay. They work with emotional intelligence. And what that means is, we all heard of IQ. Emotional intelligence, they call it EQ. It's teaching you how to deal and cope with situations, feelings, things that you might have in a new environment, just teaching you how to deal and cope so you can become productive member of whatever organization group you're in. And ultimately, they do this with pre-K all the way through high school, and make it so you can go out into the big bad world and be able to get along. Really, we probably, you Gen Xers, if you're like me, you're out there saying, I don't understand millennials, and what I mean by that is I fucking hate millennials. Well, that's fine and dandy. Gen Z, and we got the next group coming right behind them. It's becoming tougher and tougher, and mental health is a real big deal. And they're teaching how to deal with those situations that might put you in those environments where you are not comfortable, and you're going to find yourself just losing out, missing out, or becoming a recluse. That's what they're there for. Big shout out to them for doing what they do. Find their webpage, find their sites, and hit them up. Fat Rabbit, my man Chef Cole, checking in. Cole's going to be on the podcast in a couple weeks. Make sure we look out for him. And of course, VooDoo Burger Bash coming back May 16th. Fat Rabbit's already signed up. Since day one. They've been there. And you know what? They're coming back. Super, super stoked. Cole's a badass chef. Get up to their new Tampa location. They might call that Wesley Chapel. I don't know what the fuck they call it. I call it out there in New Tampa. And their Sarasota location. Remember, it's upstairs. They got their own elevator. Don't bitch about it. Get there. All right, let's talk about Oyster Fest, because it was an amazing day. They asked me to come out. They asked me to do a guest bartender gimmick. I'm okay with that. Well, no, I love to drink. What's so hard about making a couple cocktails? Nothing. Lori Heller checking in from Windsor, Colorado. drinking ranch water and tequila, Casadores tequila. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, so let's check out some of the shots from Oyster Fest. So if you follow VooDoo Chef, you know my what I call my insurance job. I run the culinary program over at Irwin Technical College, and this right here is the principal of Irwin Technical College and her husband, and of course our main man Spider. We're out there at Oyster Fest and Irwin Technical College. We did a lot of the prep work for Oyster Fest. They sent us all the food. We made clam chowder. We did compound butters. We got their boils ready. We got them ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your horses. Checking in on the gram right now, my good pal, Johnny B from John. I want to say 102.5 so bad, but Johnny B is more than 102.5. He made 102.5. They didn't make Johnny B. Johnny B is one of the most badass comedians in Tampa. I'm proud to call him my friend. It's good to see you out there, my friend. We got to connect real soon. Maybe have some lunch or something, brother. It's good to see you out there. So here we go. Principal Irwin Tech. We made a lot of the food, did a lot of the prep for the event, and you know, if you know anything about chefs, we kind of work in the back of the house because we really don't want to front face with people. So Spider and I jumped right into the back and started hanging out with some of the chefs. And lo and behold, who's there? My good pal, Chef Mike Beatles. He works at Irwin too, and he's a former chef of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, hence the logo there on his chest. And this is the gentleman who made all these boils that you see here in the background. These things were full all day, and they just kept running out batch after batch after batch of seafood boils, and just one of the dishes we got to partake. I ain't gonna lie, I just took a picture of this guy because he had a monster hat on. He's just sitting there going mad, shucking oysters, oyster after oyster after oyster. And Big Eddie C just popped into the green room. He's going to be joining us in a second. Big Eddie C, don't forget, I got you a case of oysters. Of course, our good buddy Mark from Coaqua was out there. Mark also with Blue Note Bourbon, and Blue Note Bourbon was out there as well. So we had a great time. I must have drank at least a dozen of those damn Coaquas. Jimmy McNamara, big supporter of every restaurant in Tampa Bay. He's the general manager of Fabian Restaurant Supply House. Ended up running into him and hanging out with him a lot of the day because he's a good pal of mine too. He's on the podcast here. And don't forget, when is it? January 1st? February 1st, the Steve Pena Memorial Poker Tournament, proceeds to fund the VooDoo Chef Foundation, $40 buy-in. Get your tickets at VooDooChefPoker.com right now. Right now. Here we go. Another one of the gentlemen cooking. This guy was making grilled oysters. I got to tell you, probably the best oyster of the day. I'm going to say that about every oyster, just so you know. Just some of the volunteers hanging out there with another one of the masters. Some of our good friends from the Epicurean Foundation ran into these guys. Epicurean Foundation, of course, part of the Tampa Club downtown, one of the most elite clubs in Tampa Bay, because it's the only club with one amenity, food. And I got to tell you, Chef Thomas makes some amazing, amazing food. You hear me talk a lot about him during A Taste to Remember, because he definitely serves up food to remember, man. Let me tell you, the seafood bar where they just bring out lobsters in a big ass bowl and just keep pouring them on top. It ain't nothing like that, man. All right, here we go. I was asked to be a guest bartender, and of course I, got all dolled up in my blue jeans and black t-shirt. And here I am. Spider took these shots. We did a little bit of Blue Note Bourbon with a little bubble Coaqua, and then we finished it with pomegranate seeds, a little bit of grenadine lime juice, and of course, if you look real close, you can see a Voodoo Magic barbecue rim on that glass. We served these up to a lot of people that day. I was lucky enough to be paired with Dennis Phillips. If you live in the Tampa Bay area, you know he's your go-to weather guy, right? And so I got to be paired with him to make cocktails. Let me tell you, just what you see on TV, that's him, man. Super, super cool cat. Here we go. Let's see. I don't even know what's next. The Tampa Bay Cheerleader Alumni Association. So these are all former Tampa Bay Buccaneer cheerleaders. They're very good to us. They help us with the parades. They help us with the poker tournament. They were out helping out at Tampa Bay Oyster Fest. Just a great group of people. And then, of course, the Tampa Bay cheerleaders of today were also at the event. So got a little shot with them. This is just amazing. This is a great story. This young lady here works with the event planning groups, but this young lady right here, I met this young lady in 1997 when she was a student at Hillsborough High School. She now is in public relations for the city of Tampa and works with Mayor Jane. And we all know Mayor Jane's such a great person. And when I found out that Janelle worked with her, it just made it just meant to be. Janelle was out there hanging out. Janelle's going to be on our Gasparilla float with us. Super duper. Why is my pictures not changing here? I'm struggling. Oh, because I got to go up here. Special. All right, here we go. Mr. Ray Roa, editor-in-chief of Creative Loafing Magazine. Just a cool dude. You never know who you're going to run into. Of course, we talked about Dennis Phillips. Here's MJ from the MJ Morning Show. He walks up to me and he goes, dude, you haven't been doing any hamburger judging lately? Of course, MJ was a judge at last year's finals for Voodoo Underground, and he was upset that he wasn't getting to eat any more of our burgers. Dennis Phillips drinking one of my signature cocktails, and then, of course, giving a mad shout-out to that Voodoo Magic. Look at them mad long lines, and MJ sitting in the back. He didn't cut. William Floyd from the San Francisco 49ers enjoying the Voodoo Chef cocktail. He, too, will be on our Gasparilla float this year. Oh, we're getting to the food. A little shrimp po' boy from Eric Weinstein, former chef of Zoodar's downtown. And here they come. This is one of those lovely grilled oysters, actually, two of them. I know I can count. No need to be smart asses. Again, compound butter, 6-cheese blend, bacon. They put them on the smoker. If you watched last year, you saw me making these with them. Just an amazing one bite. And here's the raw oysters, what everybody's looking for. Let me tell you, people are lined up. They had steamed oysters. They just come out and throw them on tables. It was kind of crazy the way people were eating oysters. And, of course, there's the final shot. The Blue Note bourbon, of course, the official bourbon of the Voodoo Chef. But that's how we spent the week. We were doing a lot of prep for him and then getting out there and getting after it, helping him at the event, and then, of course, guest bartending and doing what we do. But look forward to bigger and better weeks. Upcoming events off the chart. This Friday, we'll be doing the Billy Floyd podcast, Kitchen Killers. I'll be driving over to Orlando. So, if you want to check that out, it'll be streamed on the Voodoo Chef websites as well. So make sure you check that out. I will be judging his Meatloaf Mayhem competition. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Meat and meatloaf. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then next weekend, Children's Gasparilla Parade. I don't know what float we are. We'll find out. But look for all the Voodoo families out there on the float. And, of course, we'll be celebrating high school culinary students from across Tampa Bay and letting them do their thing and have a good time. The weekend after that, it's a busy weekend. Thursday night, we have our Gasparilla kickoff party at the Epicurean. If you don't have a ticket, I am so sorry. It's already sold out. But we will try to stream that so you can check out our live cooking demo. Friday night, we are taking a much-needed night off because Saturday is Gasparilla, the biggest, best party in the nation, and it happens right here in Tampa Bay. Wicked playing live on our float. Billy Floyd going to do a little pre-show. And who knows? Pay close attention. You might learn about a little after party we might be having. You got to pay close attention. And, of course, the day after that, very next day, is the VooDoo. I wish it was the VooDoo Chef Poker Tournament. It is the Tony. Fuck, I already forgot the goddamn name. VooDooChefPoker.com. Log in, reserve your spot. Too many things going on. When we come back, Big Eddie C's joining us, and it's just getting started. Whiskey lovers know how critical temperature variations are to aging whiskey. Blue Note Bourbon is crafted in Memphis, Tennessee, where it is aged in their warehouses located just east of the Mississippi River. And based on its fruity vanilla flavor with smooth oak finish, the unique microclimate of the region with high humidity and steady temperature adds up to create the perfect place for aging. Head down to the Crossroads and jump into a juke joint and enjoy every bluesy note of the official bourbon of the VooDoo Chef, Blue Note Bourbon. What's going on, VooDoos? We're hanging out at Q Southern Barbecue right here in Oldsmar. They just opened. And if you know, you know. Check out these burn ends. Oh, my. You know I love burn ends. Man. Not only amazing burn ends, we get to wash it down with an RC Cola. Talk about going old school. Talk about bringing it back, right? Man, Q Southern Barbecue. You guys got it going on. In my opinion, one of the best there is. Get you some. In my opinion. Big Eddie C, what's going on, my brother?
Dude, man, I was looking all through this house trying to find something sweet. That's why I didn't log into the green room promptly at 8, because I'm scouring my house, and it's like we got everything here. Everything. But what we didn't have, something sweet. So you know what I fucking ended up with? I'm going to show everybody this piece of shit, okay? This is like some fucking apricot biscotti I think I got for Christmas. I mean, it's basically, it's like a fucking sweet crouton. It's meant to be dunked in coffee, but because I was so damn desperate, here I am eating this.
Big Eddie C, you're going to get super mad then when I tell you my little girl made Biscoff cookies today.
Man, fuck your face.
She made Biscoff cookies with cookie butter and oh man.
Oh my God.
St. Marie's like, why are you eating those? You know you got the podcast tonight. You're gonna fall asleep. And it's like, when the fuck did we become old, bro?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been waking up with a low-grade ache for so long, I can't remember the last time I didn't. So it is what it is. But I mean, like today at school, like, okay, my body's falling apart, but my mind is fine. Because even when I was young, I didn't spend a whole class talking about which Marvel superhero was better. And one of them says, at the point I finally had to say something is when he says, man, Thor ain't shit without his hammer. I was like, guys, admit it. Nobody over the age of 11 should be admitting they love that stuff. And here you are wasting your time talking about this. It's like I felt my IQ slide like 24 points.
Dude, how did they find time to take away from their Dungeons and Dragons game to fucking talk about that shit?
I don't know. These Dungeons and Dragons, you had to be kind of creative, which is why I never did it. It drove me fucking nuts. My friends, when I was younger, tried to get me into it. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'd rather stay home and try to play Ingve Malmsteen. So
yeah, my wife asked me, did you play Dungeons and Dragons? If I told you what my response was, we'd be canceled. We got Liz Zip checking in. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I don't know what you're questioning, but I'd be happy to know. It's nice to have you in the room, and I'd love to see you and hang out. All good things happening where we are, just so you know. Big Eddie C, man. Lots of stuff going on.
Yes,
we had a meeting last week about the upcoming festivities, and I got to tell you, I'm super excited. Super excited.
For some reason, I really am this year, man, just because there's so much shit going on. Kids Parade, Epicurean, Big Boy Parade.
Poker tournament.
That too.
Oh, man, I might have to take a week off.
Yep. You have to take a break from a break. Oh, yeah.
Homie, I got to tell you, you said my mind is in good stead. My body's broken. And Liz Ann says, I'm questioning that. She's questioning that your mind was normal.
Well,
we all know it's not, Liz Ann.
No, I'm just saying by way of comparison to some of the stuff I deal with. Yeah.
Oh, man. This is one of those cigars that my one of the girls got me. Angelina got me this. She got this hand rolled down in Ybor City, and I got to tell you, this one's money, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Don't even give a fuck.
For a stick, man.
What's that?
A great night for a stick, sitting out on that patio, a little
right. Such a beautiful day here in Tampa Bay, and we're going to get some rain on Thursday. I hear. To quote my boy from Rock and Roll High School, I hear it's raining cats and dogs in Idaho. We're supposed to get some mad rain, and the food truck's scheduled to go out. So I don't know what that's going to look like or feel like, but I got a strange feeling if we're going to be blanketed in water, that food truck might be staying home.
Yeah, yeah. Food trucks and rain don't go all that well, but
especially when it's the counties and I've got to drive it all the way to Apollo Beach, that might be a hard no.
Yeah, that's no, just
we might be postponing a week, but it's all good in the hood, man. Big Eddie C, we talked to our boys Wicked a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was last week. I don't even know. I got some lowdown. I don't know if I shared it on air. I don't know if they shared it on air. They're playing some covers on the boat this year.
Yeah, they said they got a couple surprises lined up. I'm down with that, man. I mean, I'm excited for that day, man. I'm like saying my prayers and sacrificing things at the full moon so that the weather's nice. Because wasn't it Scotty said as long as it's above 50 degrees, they're going shirtless. I was like, oh boy, fucking moon.
Man, we got superstar after superstar checking into this podcast. We got Renee from Renee's Kitchen checking in, and let me tell you,
right?
If you haven't had Renee's tacos,
get you some. Get the fuck down there. Oh my god!
I mean, I don't know why we haven't done an IMO on Renee's Kitchen yet, because
oh my god,
his tacos, right down across from JC Newman's, you can't go wrong. No. You can't go wrong, and. He was doing tacos on Channel 10, I think, either this morning or yesterday's morning for the big Taco Fest coming up.
Oh, wow.
How did we not know about the Taco Fest coming up? What the fuck?
Dude, I don't know. Sometimes I find out about shit after the fact, and I don't know whether to blame somebody else or blame myself. Yeah.
I think we just self-adduced, all wrapped up in our own world. And right behind Renee, almost as if they're hanging out together, coming in at the same time. Good pal Mac Sherrard checking in. And, of course, Mac Sherrard is from Nosh Caterers, and he has the absolute best bagel in town. I don't give a fuck what's popping up around you. You figure that out.
That's Tampa's bagel boss right there.
Damn straight it is. And if you can get him to make you some rugula, fuck.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. It's
got to be better than this thing.
Dude, everything's better than that fucking piece of rock you're eating. That's not apricot. That's apple rock.
Dude, by the end of this thing, I'm going to have fucking meth mouth. I'm going to smile at everybody, and it's just going to be like those cartoons where the teeth are swinging, you know.
Max says he's hanging out, putting down a pint of ice cream. Good for you, Max. You know what? Since we got all these chefs in the room, we're just going to throw the challenge out there right now. The VooDoo Chef Burger Bash is coming back, looking for the best burger in Florida. We already have 6 competitors signed up, and we have people coming from as far as Marathon Key. We've got a team coming in from Boca Raton. I don't know why our locals aren't getting all over this. We're looking at a brand new venue. Don't worry, we're not going to be out on the hot back parking lot of a venue that we won't mention.
Holy shit.
Brand new venue, brand new scheme, May 16th, Burger Month. Sign up now. If you need to sign up, you want to sign up, you guys all have my direct cell. Text me. We will get you that link. Believe me, I'm going to send you the link whether you want it or not. We want to see you as the best burger in the state of Florida. So, don't sing it, bring it. Don't tell us what you got. Show us what you got. And don't just show us. Show everybody in Tampa Bay what you got. It's going to be a great night.
Back up your word, man. If it's so good, put up.
Man, there's an animal getting just in pain somewhere out in this, whatever I live on, these wood fucking things I live on. And it's horrible listening to that animal cry, dude.
Oh, jeez.
Max says he may be open in May. Max, let's do it, man. Let's get you at Tampa Bay Burger Bash, and let's get everybody out there. Of course, if you're not sure what we're talking about, we put on a big event where we look for the best burger in Tampa. Kind of what you may have seen in those photos from Tampa Oyster Fest. Just replace oysters, which are my favorite in the whole wide world, with burgers. And when I say burgers, I mean burgers. These guys bring out the most amazing burgers. They serve them to the public. You get a chance to vote for your favorite. We have a fan favorite. We have a best use of bacon category. Do we have anything else? Of course, we have the best burger in the state of Florida. I thought we had
a category, right?
I thought we had another category. I don't know what it is, but
there was best use of VooDoo, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a thing. I'm going to go ahead and put the link up here. If you want to sign up to participate in Best Burger Florida, click that link, complete the form, and we'll be ready to rock and roll.
I'm excited, man.
Dude, I got to tell you, when we canceled that event, I was a little distraught. I was kind of uncertain if we should, but I think we made the right choice, separating a Taste to Remember out and making that its own event, and moving burgers to May. And of course, Best Burger in Florida, the VooDoo Chef Burger Bash, is presented by Eurobake, our good friend Carlos Villanueva, and everything they do out there to make this event happen. We can't thank you enough. Great event.
All of it's a great time, man. I mean, when don't we have a great time?
Right?
Anybody that's like on the fence, well, guess what? Sit on the fence too long and you get one of the gates up your ass. Come and see us, man.
Hey, you want to know what it's like to hang out at a VooDoo Chef event? Check out this recap from our golf tournament. Man, we had a blast.
places I've been to the food I wanna eat. Give me a topic, any topic, I'll give you my decree. The best of the best, it's all about my expertise. Top 3, that's how I roll. I'm taking control. From rock to movies, all the way to my favorite TV show. Top 3, ain't nothing better. My picks can be beat, so sit back and listen, 'cause this is my ultimate feat.
All right, we got a lot of people over on the gram tonight. I'm going to try to keep up with that chat room as I am the chat room here on our main screen. Tonight's top 3, of course, VooDoo Chef podcast presented by Blue Note Bourbon, the official bourbon of the VooDoo Chef. And if you haven't had it, make sure you get some. IMO, it's the best sipping bourbon out there. I was drinking, not for a long time, but Spider was drinking this weekend some 125. Ooh. And let me tell you, I was a little mad jelly because I really wanted to try it, but we're kind of hanging loose for a little bit right now. That 125, he said, was going down super smooth. Tonight's top 3, Big Eddie C. Uh-oh. Top 3 chip or candy aisle snacks.
Yeah.
Right? What 1980s kid doesn't remember these snacks here? And
those were foods all their own.
You don't have right. You don't have to be an 80s kid, but these are all still available right there on the snack aisle. Play along with us. Remember, here's how it works. We're going to remove snacks one by one until we're left with the top 3. The top 3 will be the ones remaining. And we're interested to know what you guys think. Of course, we're going to end up posting this. We want to see what you guys think. If you don't like our top 3, make sure and post your own. Big Eddie C, tell the truth. How many of these do you know of and have you had?
Oh, I've had them all. I'm pretty sure I've had them all.
I'm pretty well. I know there
might be one.
One I haven't had.
1 or 2 that I have not. But I got to look it up, and I'll tell you if I have or not.
I've had all of these sans one. I have no idea what a Dunkaroo is.
Yeah, I'm looking that up right now, man, because I don't think I've had it before. Dunkaroos.
Big shout out to A Weber 33 checking in. It's nice to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and your family are just living life large. Thanks for checking in. Macy, Faith Riley, you too. Thanks for checking in tonight. If you're out there, let us know where you're checking in from, what you're drinking. Chemo Gray in the chat room. And our guest tonight, he and I were chatting right before the show started. And he asked if Chemo was still hanging out. And so I'm glad Chemo popped in the chat room tonight. Again, let us know where you're checking in from, what you're drinking. And Big Eddie C, we're going to start with you. What's coming off this list, brother?
Because I never had it, and I don't think I would have. Well, who am I kidding? I was a kid. I would have eaten every fucking thing. Whatever Fun Dip is, I just looked it up.
Oh, God, you've never had Fun Dip?
No.
So we got Sean Vest checking in, Bridge King 4449. Of course, he's out there building a bridge somewhere. Sean Vest, thanks for checking in tonight. It's a kangaroo cookie with icing to dunk it in. I've never had that. Big Eddie C, if you've never had a Fun Dip, you have got to get one. It's basically a pixie stick.
Yeah.
Right? With a vanilla stick that you lick and you dump it in the pixie stick and eat it. But you don't do it like that. You take out that vanilla stick and you just eat it like a fucking lifesaver and you can pour the sugar in your mouth.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But where the hell's a Fun Dip? Fun Dip's got to go, you say. Fun Dip is gone.
There's some heavyweights on here, man. So, we got to get rid of the bantamweights.
Yeah, the kangaroo's got to go, bro.
Okay.
Kangaroo's got to go. Taking that out right away. I've never had it. Don't know what it is. I don't want to work with cookies. Cookies just have to go like this, bro. All right, Big Eddie C, we're on to you. We can't see behind the Blue Note sign.
Is there something back there? Okay.
Bugles.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Bugles. Now tell the truth, Ed. Did you put the bugles on your fingers like they were fingernails and do this shit?
Oh, I know. I'm sure I did it. I probably stuck him in my nose. I probably stuck him in my ear. I did all kinds of shit.
All right, what are we killing here, buddy? What's coming off this list? Tampa Bay Matt checking in. What's going on, my friend? I would love to know if you caught any good fish lately, buddy. And more importantly, when the fuck can I retire? I don't know if I told you, Ed. Tampa Bay Matt, of course, one of the guys that handles some of the money. I asked him, I said, dude, how am I looking? When can I retire? He goes, bro, you got enough money right now to retire. You could retire today and live happily the rest of your life. As long as you die by Friday.
Yeah, I was waiting for the
right,
the rim shot there.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
All right, what are we getting rid of here, buddy?
Okay. I going back and forth on a couple of these, but one that just never really did it for me, probably because even though mentally I'm still like 9, my body's not. Ring pops.
Ring pops, man. I love me a sour apple, a green apple, whatever it was. But what's it? I mean, green apple, Jolly Rancher, green apple, ring pop, same thing, different device.
Yeah.
Right. I can't lie, man. I would eat every single one of these. Oh wait. Yeah. No, I won't. Fuck Pop-Tarts. Not my jam. I forgot they were up there.
I used to like them, but I don't know. I think there came a point maybe whether my taste buds changed or they changed. I used to eat 2 packs of them like at breakfast, and that was just for starters. That was the amuse douche. So, no, I just now, no. There's a bakery in town that kind of makes like a Pop-Tart from scratch.
See, we would call that a hand pie, and that's what spawned the Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
But there's nothing better than a fresh pastry, man.
Yeah. I mean, they make a Pop Tizzle with different fillings every week, and it's really good. That reminds me of just how kind of gross Pop-Tarts were. And,
well, there, buddy. Where's the bakery? Which one?
Oh, that's Jameson B up on Nebraska and 7th.
At the dojo or at the big one?
The dojo.
Oh man, dude, that's like 2 blocks from our baking program.
Yeah, everything there is just generally fucking fantastic, man. The breads, the desserts,
baking program tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just everything they make. I've never had a bad thing. It's just fucking fantastic. Just
I'm gonna have to get over there, man.
Yeah. So.
All right. Let's before Troy signs out and goes back to doing real things in life. Tell me what we're getting rid of, and we got to tell. Sean Best says he's in Perryville, Missouri, freezing his ass off. And Sean, let us know what you think needs to be taken off this list, and we'll give you a shot up here. Big Eddie C, what's going away?
I got to get rid of fruit roll-ups, man. Those things just, I don't know. I had them and went, I could be having so much else. If I'm going to eat like low rent trash food, this ain't it.
Oh man, I like that low rent trash food, Bo. We had the fruit roll up competition in the house here the other day.
Oh,
I don't remember if I won, but I'm going to tell you I did.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take I got to tell you again. Every single one of these I would eat. So now we're at a point where it's like, what do I want less than others? Chili cheese Fritos coming off the list based on Bridge King's suggestion. And I'm right behind them. And I'm getting rid of reggae potato chips, man.
Yeah, if you give me a flavor, maybe, but just regular plain ass Lays, I don't know. I always feel like I'm missing out.
I got to tell you, IMO, after you have, it's like fresh cut French fries. You don't want to go back to a frozen fry.
No.
We make our own chips every day at the restaurant at the school. I mean, we make them fresh every day.
Wow.
I don't want to go back to a bag chip ever.
Yeah, it's just hard, dude. It's really hard. And then if you've had Poppy's fresh ass chips,
Oh my God, dude.
yeah,
Fresh ass chips are the jam.
yeah,
With his salsa. Fuck.
yeah.
Poppy, where are you, bro? Where are you? All right, Big Eddie C. We got a lot of stuff up here today. And before I forget, a big shout out to our missing Patrick Artz. Make sure you throw him some love. Yesterday was his birthday. And just so everybody knows, if you know my main man, EFA, everyone's favorite Artz, he started playing rugby. And rugby practice is on Tuesday nights.
Oh, nice.
So, just super excited for Patrick and Lucas to be out there on the rugby field. So big shout out to Pat and happy birthday, man. All right,
Cool.
Eddie C, here we go. Talk to us. Let's start knocking this down.
Okay. I'm going to have to say nerds. Those things just fuck them.
So we were talking about this today. My kid hates nerds. But now they have the nerds clusters.
Ooh.
And they're always in my house.
Oh, my
It's
God.
like a little boba gummy that's wrapped in nerds. And I ate a whole fucking bag of that shit the other day. Fuck.
Oh, God.
All right. Combos got to go. Got to go. Too dry.
Yeah, I feel like they weren't this dry years ago. There was like more filling and it kind of balanced out. Now it's just you're getting a tiny little dollop of whatever it is, pizza or cheese or whatever, and then the whole thing, the rest of it's pretzel. And it's like, no, fuck pretzel, you know.
We got Chemo coming in saying, Sean King, you screwed up. Chili cheese Fritos are the king of Fritos. I'm a chili cheese Frito fan myself, Chemo.
Yeah.
Chemo, what's got to come off the list? You and I have shared many of these snacks here. Of course, Chemo and I go way back. Big Eddie C, did you pick one or where are we at? I don't even fucking know.
I did. I got rid of the nerds.
Oh, the nerds. Oh, shit. So it's back to me. See,
Yeah.
I like Rago. You know what? I think looking at this list, I got to get rid of. Oh, nope. I'm going to get rid of the taco Doritos.
Oh, man, you're hurting my heart here.
There's nothing like the OG to me, man. And I know they are the OG, not the nacho
Yeah, the
cheese.
taco was around before the nacho cheese.
Right. The taco is the OG, but the nacho cheese for me, man.
Do you remember when they had a plain Dorito?
Where?
When I was a little kid, the first flavor of those was just like plain. It was just a regular old corn chip. And then, they rolled out taco and then nacho cheese and then Cool Ranch. And then the plain original ones, I think they said, fuck it with those and just started making Tostitos.
Bro, you know what I had the other day?
What's that?
I had the, who's that guy that works for the government that talks with the old scratchy boys and taking all the color out of food?
Oh, fucking RFK.
Yeah, I had RFK Doritos, man.
Oh, the ones with no dyes? Wow.
Yeah, bro. It just didn't feel right. I got to tell you.
It's weird, man. It's like there's something going on that if it just looks, plain Jane McClain, it's not going to taste as good.
I like being a fat piece of shit fucking American.
Yeah.
All right. Chemo says Pixie Sticks have got to go. And, I'm a huge fan of Pixie Sticks, the old jingle jangle. Oh, shit. I did something wrong. Pixie Sticks are off the board. I don't know whose go it is. Your go, Eddie C.
I
Ditch
I'm gonna say,
weeds.
I'm gonna
I don't
say,
think any of that is food. So that's Lori checking in. Lori, are you talking about the Swiss rolls, which I lived off of in the 6th grade?
yeah.
I'll give it to you. Are you talking about the Hostess cupcakes, which is my wife's like probably 5th food group, 6th food group?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you. They're gone, Lori. That easy.
Yeah.
Big Eddie C, we're brass tacking it here, man. We're getting close.
You could have kept it where you were. I was going to come back to it, and I can't avoid it any longer. I got to get rid of the bugles because it's on there twice, but because they're one of the few things that's the only thing that's been on that board that actually made me puke that I ate too much of. Nothing else.
Dude.
Nothing else ever made me blow chunks.
I love bugles. But I'll give it to you. They got to go. And you see me already doing my thing here just because. I got to tell you, Pringles got to go before the popcorn, but I'm kind of digging this here, Eddie C. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah. So
we get rid of that.
Second prize is your set of steak knives. Buy popcorn.
There we go, man. That's our top 3 candy aisle snack foods. We'd
All
love
the
to know what you think. Chemo says you should call the bugles chuckles.
Yeah, they were chunkles because I was blowing chunks of it.
Oh my God. The fun never ends. The fun never, ever ends. All right, man. I'm sitting here just reminiscing in my head because, we got Chemo in the chat room and our special guest tonight, Troy Heller. Of course, Troy out there in Colorado just kicking ass, taking names. More importantly, played a huge part in so many chefs and cooks' lives here in Tampa Bay. We got to thank him for that. And when we come back, we're going to get a chance to do that.
What's going on, Voodies? It's time for a little VooDoo Throwdown. You think you can take me? Let's see it. My pilots are lit. I've got my meats. I've got my 2 3.5 ounce ground beef burgers. And, of course, on our burgers, VooDoo does. And what we're going to do, we're going to do smash burgers. And I'm going to show you how fast it can be done. And if you think he can beat me, tag me, at me, slash me, duet me, whatever it is you do, and send it to me. Because we're about ready to go. And we're going to knock this out of the park. So time will start once the first piece of food hits the grill. And that's same for you. So, if you're going to play along, get ready to rock and roll because it is on. Like your pilots, grab your knees, VooDoo like we do. All right, here we go. Get ready, homies. Oh, look at that first patty. Don't forget to season that bad boy. What? All right. Bun, ready to come off. Lettuce on the bottom of the bun. Top bun, get ready to hold. Guys, it is coming. We're almost ready to flip this bad boy. Look at that. Now, smash burger, no cheating. Cooked all the way through. Still juicy, no crispy edges, gotta be cooked, gotta be moist, still a double hand grip. All right, rocking and rolling. Your patties better look as good as mine, homies. Season both sides, no cheating, no cheating. My friend Doc Barbecue says, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. No cheating. Here we go. Onions. Tomato. Oh, these yummy pickles. I love pickles. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready. Fight me.
Fight me, big boys. I want to see it. I want to see you film your burger and send it to me so we can put it right here on the podcast. I don't even remember what my time was. It doesn't matter.
Mine would be like 8 minutes. There's no fucking way. Not with that big ass 7-ounce patty and moving it around and fucking around and scraping and doing all my other bullshit. I think it probably takes less time to do the cheesesteaks. I don't know. And I'm still
You know, it's not unusual for me to come into the kitchen at school and there's times written on the window. They'll have their name and their times. Yeah. And I'll be like, H, what are you doing? You showing the fucking video again and having competitions? And of course, they all just want to beat my time. I don't care. As long as they're making the burger right, that's all that matters. You know, you got to get the proper smash. You got to make sure that you're flipping at the right time. It's got to be cooked all the way through, but still be juicy. And it's not an easy task to pull it off right. A lot of times we cut into their burgers and they're still fucking raw. I'm like, how the fuck is your smash burger raw, dude? What the fuck?
It's like, you know, wafer thin.
Speaking of wafer thin, have you had a Tower 10 burger, dude?
A Tower 10 burger? I have not. Tell me more.
Dude, just hunt them down, find out where they're going to be, and go there. I was going to Nona's Slice House one night to pick up a pie. And when I say a pie, I mean 2 pies. Because we got to get a New York and we got to get a Detroit. We got to get one of each, man. And we generally will eat the Detroit for dinner, and then I'll eat the New York for breakfast. But we're on our way to Tower 10 to Nona's one night, and Tower 10 is set up right on the main drag of Safety Harbor. I made Marie U-turn and pull in. I sat outside Tower 10 Burgers and ate a Tower 10 burger before we picked up Nona's and went home for dinner.
You did a bang, 2 meals back to back. Hell yeah.
Oh, I did, bro. I was hurting so bad. But I was feeling so good. And my doctor wonders why this is what he gets.
Yeah. That's why my doctor said, you got 10 to live. 10 what, doc? And he looks at his watch and says 9, 8, 7.
Oh, man. We got Troy coming in, and I got to tell you, I'm super stoked. But we got to tell you about why we're here before we do that. You guys all know about the VooDoo Chef Foundation. If you don't, log on to VooDooChefFoundation.com. Find out why we do what we do. We love coming in here, hanging out, having a good time, but we do it for a purpose. Everything we do is to raise money to help send kids to culinary school. So, take a look at what we're doing, who we're helping. We could tell you the many stories. As a matter of fact, we will. If you haven't heard or met Alexis Quinones on the podcast, she's been in as a guest. She's filled in as a guest host, and you've probably seen her in photos and different things we do. I met Alexis when she was probably 14 years old. She did 4 years of culinary school at Chamberlain High School before winning the high school recipe challenge put on by the VooDoo Chef Foundation. And we gave her a lot of money to go to college. She is now the chef of a ship in the U.S. Coast Guard. And it's kind of funny that we say that because she's rarely on her ship. She sent me pictures not too long ago. She's in D.C. doing private caterings for all the bigwigs. Please don't start typing politics or colors in the chat bar. Food sees one color. That's it. And she's just catering for anybody and everybody. She's flying all over the country, kicking ass, taking names. And if you're not watching Hell's Kitchen right now, number one, you're missing out. Great season. Number two, you're missing Jada Vidal. Jada Vidal is representing the state of Florida. And, Jada is Jada. She's an anomaly. She's one of those naturally gifted badasses in the culinary world. But but I'm excited to say she won the high school recipe challenge. Came in second one year and won first place the next year. It's a senior competition. She won second place as a sophomore, first place as a junior, and then in her senior year said, you know what, I'm going to let other people share the wealth, not being cocky or arrogant, but understanding that more people need money too. So we gave her a nice little chunk of change to go to college, and she's on Hell's Kitchen. And I got to tell you, she made the final 3.
Wow.
Hoping she wins. We'll find out this Thursday.
She's in a new place here in Tampa too.
Yeah, it's the same owners, but they're doing that little private dining shit.
Something like that. It's not far from UT. I did see something about that. So
yeah, they're doing that little omasaki. I'm probably saying that shit wrong. You come down, you get the course dinner. Jada Vidal popped into the gram right now. Jada, did you hear all the nice things we were saying about you? I fucking hope not.
Yeah,
I hope not. We were just saying nice things. I hope you didn't hear all that shit we were talking. Jada, you can come play trivia with us tonight. That would be fun. If you want the link, all you got to do is text me. We'll bring you in for trivia. Trivia is in 30 minutes. And if you want to play trivia with us, we'll put the links up here and plenty of time for you to play. Most importantly, we got to pay the bills. But in 30 seconds, our good friend Troy Heller. Whiskey lovers know how critical temperature variations are to aging whiskey. Blue Note Bourbon is crafted. I don't know what I did. We'll try again. Whiskey lovers know how critical temperature variations are to aging whiskey. Blue Note Bourbon is crafted in Memphis, Tennessee, where it is aged in their warehouses located just east of the Mississippi River. And based on its fruity vanilla flavor with smooth oak finish, the unique microclimate of the region with high humidity and steady temperature adds up to create the perfect place for aging. Head down to the Crossroads and jump into a juke joint and enjoy every bluesy note of the official bourbon of the VooDoo Chef, Blue Note Bourbon. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Mr. Troy Heller. Troy, what's going on, buddy? Oh, you're on mute. Let me see. You got to do it. Hit your space bar. Wait, we'll get it, I promise. Click the microphone.
Mayday.
SOS Danger, Will Robinson.
Yep.
There we go.
Jesus Christ. My bad.
Dude, what's up? Technology's a motherfucker, dude. What's up, buddy?
I'm a moron. Sorry.
Wait, no, you just think that because you and I have been told that so many times by our common mentor.
Yes. But luckily, my trusty assistant's here to rescue me. Thank you.
I saw that. Your gal Friday came popping in there to get rid of that little mute icon.
Yes, she is a multitasker.
Wow.
Dude, how have you been, man? It's been like 30 years, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
I've been great. Life is good.
You know, I know Castaway time frame. I believe when you went to Colorado, at some point you were F&B of that big ass hotel that The Shining was filmed at.
Yeah, the Stanley Hotel. That's why I left New Orleans to go to the Stanley Hotel.
Oh, my God. Dude, let's go all the way back. Give us your Tampa history, brother, because you're born and raised, right?
Well, I was actually born in Colorado, but my mother shipped me off to Florida to live with my father, who was a disabled veteran, because I became a little bit of an unruly teenager. And so she shipped me from Colorado to Clearwater, Florida, and that's where I grew up. And one day, when I was a teenager, they couldn't feed me anymore, and my dad walked me down to a fried chicken restaurant called Famous Recipe Fried Chicken, and had me get a job. And so I got a job at a fried chicken restaurant, and 2 things: no longer starving. And I got to I had a little bit of cash. So it was kind of cool.
Hey, Troy, was it famous?
I don't know. All I know is, like, I ate the shit out of fried chicken. And every time I get asked what my favorite food is, it's still fried chicken to this day. But, like, I think I was a walking, talking piece of fried chicken for a little while. But then after that, I went. I got hired to fry chicken for $2.35 an hour, and
Wow.
that was a shitload of money in my little world at that point. But at some point, somebody told me that, hey, you could be a dishwasher at the Dockside Broiler in by the Clearwater Airport
Yes, sir.
for $3.50 an hour, and I was like, hell yes,
Sign me up.
Yeah.
So I went and washed dishes and met my mentor, Anthony Chick, and the rest is kind of history at that point, I guess.
Oh man, that I we were sharing a few quick stories, and we can do more of those. But I want to focus on you today. When you went to the chicken restaurant, you said, you jokingly said it was you needed to get fed.
Yeah.
How did it feel? How old were you at that time with the fried chicken restaurant?
I was almost 15 years old.
Almost 15. So about the same time I started. It's that, first of all, our industry is that we don't see race, we don't see color, we don't see weight, we don't see any of that.
No.
We see work ethic, and we see want. And obviously you walked in with both of those things. But that money, it's like crack, right?
Well, I mean, I was terrified, and it took me 2 weeks. I hid in this. They had this little dish compartment area, and I hid in there for a little while. And sooner or later, they hired me because you got to fry chicken at some point. And I learned how to. They had these pressure fryers. They had like a bank of pressure fryers that had these coils on the inside, and they cook at 475 degrees, and they're pretty dangerous apparatus. I mean, I think that this was the most dangerous place I've ever worked, honestly.
Oh, man.
And
we know why the chicken was so good now too.
well, the first thing you learn how to do is clean out the coils of the chicken fryer with this long brush, and you stroke around the inside of this thing. The coils are about this far off the inside, and you got to get the chunks out of there so that they don't burn and the chicken tastes like shit. So I was learning how to do this, and I dropped the brush. And as I dropped the brush, your first instinct is to capture the brush again. So I dipped my hand in that 475 degree worth of oil, and I burned the shit out of my hand. Days
At
of
almost
being
15.
but I was terrified of losing the job. So I didn't tell anybody. I just put a towel over my hand and went and hid in the corner and went about my business. And a day later, I had to go back to work. I mean, I have this huge blister. I mean, it was a pretty serious burn. And the manager of the place comes up and she's like, "What is wrong with you? Why are you like?" And I'm like, I kind of had this burn. And she takes the towel off my hand. And it's nasty. Sends me to the emergency care, and they fix me up and send me back. And they all felt terrible for me, and I'm just like, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, I just don't want to be fired. But I wound up mastering that job, and then moved on to the Dockside Broiler, washed dishes, worked with Anthony. He was a sous chef when I got hired. Pretty soon he became the chef, and I went through all the things in that restaurant. They had a salad bar. After washing dishes, you go to the salad bar, and then eventually you work on this giant mesquite grill, which is a huge round mesquite, like full mesquite grill. It cooks at about 900 degrees.
Damn.
And we did kebabs and fried, grilled grouper and snapper and mahi and all these things. And it took me about a year to get to that place. And
Troy, was that the same grill that they had at Whiskey Joe's?
Similar. I think it was similar. I only worked at Whiskey Joe's for a minute, and that's another story with Joe Cicero.
That's a story.
But this grill, you had to feed it in the morning. You had to build this fire to get the grill to cook, because as soon as lunch happens, 200 people file into this restaurant, and you have about 6 servers take orders from their 5 tables apiece, handwritten tickets, and then come turn those into the line with one guy standing there cooking all this shit.
Wait, what do you mean? You didn't have teleprompters back then in the day?
No, we didn't have these handwritten tickets. So there was code. Each server had their own little, I don't know, abbreviation for everything. So that was a mystery. And then they're on these, they put them in on a spindle. So like I just stand there until they were all done putting in their tickets. And then I pull up the tickets and I just spread them out, not in any particular order. And I just start throwing shit on the grill. And eventually I got the hang of it. But one particular day I was not doing so well. And I don't know, we were running out of something or something. And one of my favorite habits was to take a saute pan and throw it in this charcoal box, which would create this huge boom. And everybody in the restaurant would just sit up from their table and be like, what the fuck? It was because I needed potatoes or some shit. And Anthony Chick would walk out, and I'm out there and I'm freaking out. And he'd stick his fingers up my ass, like, boom, and be like, calm down. We got this. And then when that shit's all over with, he looks at me and he says, you know, you don't have any talent, but you try harder than everybody else. So keep it up.
and just for the record, you weren't being facetious when you said he stuck his fingers up your ass. Were you?
He stuck at least one up my ass, and then sometimes two. That's how we got rolling. That's when you know shit was going down. I've carried that tradition on throughout my entire career. It's not so popular these days, depending on your staff and clientele, but it's still, I think it still occurs.
Oh man, I absolutely love that guy. You know that. So Dockside Broiler, you know, big lunch crowd, and we got to give a shout out Chef Jorge Marquez checking in. Thanks for checking in on the gram. If you want to, you know, jump over to the other rooms, you're definitely welcome. So Dockside Broiler, took you a year, and we got Cook with Bill checking in right now. If you don't follow Troy, I'm telling you, follow Cook with Bill. He makes some badass food.
All right, Bill. Love you, man.
So you jump over to Dockside Broiler, and you're working under Anthony. You know, when you started there, you know what, 15, 16 years old?
Yeah.
And overwhelmed like nobody's business from what it sounds like. Yeah. You master that kitchen in about a year. Where do we head next?
So Anthony got an opportunity to open this independent restaurant called Shaloy's that was in Daryl's 1915 restaurant in Countryside. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay, so there was this restaurant concept called Daryl's 1915, and it was a little bit like the specialty restaurants where they had this elaborate decor. And so in this restaurant was a double-decker bus from England in the bar, in the lounge area.
Wow.
So you could sit in this damn thing and have cocktails or whatever the fuck. And so we jumped ship from specialty restaurants and went there, where I proceeded to terrorize Anthony quite a bit from that point on as his sous chef.
And then
like 19. Yeah.
And then ultimately we end up at the Castaway.
Yeah. So Anthony figured out that Shaloy's wasn't going to work out, and he got a job back with specialty restaurants, and he's like, okay, buddy, this is your chance. You're going to be the chef. And so I got left in charge of this sinking ship. And one day I show up at the restaurant, and things aren't going great. I know they're not going great, but I'm not a genius. But I go to the back door, it's padlocked, and it's like, fuck off. We're not open anymore. And I'm like, well, what do I do now?
You need to kick his ass for setting you up for failure and hanging you out.
He had enough of me. There was one point where I started getting my hair permed, right? He wasn't a fan of that. I had this mullet, 80s mullet. I wanted to be a drummer, but I wanted to also eat, so I stopped doing shit like that. But I kept with the hair, and I got this mullet. And so one day I was, I had a habit of being late. Not so good. I'm a young guy. So I show up, I get this bouffant mullet. I'm about 30 minutes late. And he's like, you fucking piece of shit. You know, what the fuck is wrong with your hair? And I proceeded to chase him around the restaurant with a saute pan, and fucking he locked himself in the office, and he told me I was fired, fuck you, and all this shit. And I went back to the line, and we went through dinner service. He escaped somehow, and then I don't know. A couple weeks later, he's like, "I'm out. Good luck. Have a nice fucking time."
Oh, dude, that's fucking incredible because I could picture the whole thing happening.
Oh yeah, it was pretty epic. I mean, I feel bad. He's still to this day my hero. I mean, he brought me from being this fucking starving kid, taught me how to cook, taught me how to, tried to teach me how to act, didn't succeed. It took me a long time to figure that out. But, and eventually I worked at the Sheraton Sand Key and TGI Fridays in between there and the Castaway. And the crazy thing about TGI Fridays, whenever I tell somebody that worked at TGI Fridays, they're like, what the fuck? I was like, well, at the time, this is in 1988 or 89. I don't know. They made everything in that restaurant fresh. They cut all their own fries. Every fucking thing. And so when they hired me, I thought I was a sous chef. I thought I was a chef, right? And they were like, whatever. Have you ever done 3,000 covers in a fucking 2 days or whatever? And I'm just like, I don't think so, but whatever. And so they hired me to prep food. And so I show up at this place to prep food, and I'm making 55-gallon trash cans of fucking French fries and then par frying them and putting them on 4 feed racks into the fucking walk-in. That was my job. It was wild. It was one of the wildest places I ever worked. I couldn't believe it. And then one night, towards the end of my career there, which lasted about 3 months, their fry cook didn't show up. And they came back to me, and they're like, this guy, he cooked. Hey, do you want to come cook on the fry line here at TGI Fridays? And I was like, it's my only night off. I don't have to go to the hotel. What's in it for me? So they're like, we'll give you $150. And I'm like, I'm in. Cool.
Done.
So I prepped all day, and I go onto the line at TGI Fridays. And these line cooks, they had this weird system of the line cooks would show up like every 2 hours, another guy would show up, and then they would work 4 hours and float out of there. And I'm just like watching this shit go on. And I went through one of the most hellish nights I've ever spent in any restaurant frying food at TGI Fridays. It was absolutely crazy. And I knew that was not for me for sure. But at the end of the night, all these line cooks are disappearing. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, well, you get to clean up. And I'm like, for $150? And they were like, yeah. I go, I need my $150 right now. And they're like, no. I'm like, yes. And so they gave me my $150, and I was like, peace, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit, because it was a disaster.
Oh my God.
One of the few jobs I walked out on because it was crazy.
But dude, everything you're talking about, I can paint the picture in my head, as most people probably could. Yes, Sean Vest, the same Chef Anthony, who's corporate chef of Green Iguana, who Sean. And that's the beauty of what we're talking about. When we talk about, we can go all the way back and talk about lineage and talk about Reme Escoffier and all those pieces of the puzzle that we teach every day. But, every city, every different cuisine, every area has its own little trees. And you and myself, we are on that same tree of Anthony, who tears up to Pritchard and so on and so forth. But here
Tom Pritchard, I'll tell you this, one of my other heroes, every single time that fucking guy walked into a restaurant, I was fucking something up tremendously. I mean, epically. One time at Castaways, I was doing brunch, and I got the convection ovens full of fucking bacon. And I don't know what else I was doing, but I was doing something else and didn't set the timer. And I smell smoke, and I'm like, oh, man. I go over and I open up the convection ovens, and totally burnt, like 8-9 trays of bacon. And here comes Tom Pritchard's walking through the kitchen. And he's like, what the fuck did you just do? I'm like, I burnt the bacon.
Hey, Chef.
He goes, you're one of them guys. You're one of those guys. You fuck everything up. And he just wandered off. I haven't seen the guy in 6 months. In between there, I did some shit right.
but you're leaving out the fact that the dude's like 6'4", 8,000 pounds, just this, and intimidating as fuck when he walked in the kitchen.
Okay, so at the Dockside Broiler, there's like Las Ventanas, Dockside Broiler, 94th Aero Squadron, right? Well, when the shift is done, everybody winds up at a bar called the Flying C or Flying A or Flying some fucking thing. I don't even know. But there's this bar. So I'm like 16 years old, and I get dragged into this bar. They're like, we'll get you beers. Don't worry. Just stay away from the fucking bar. And just go over here in the corner. And they buying pitchers of beer. And I'm just like, hey, fuck yeah. And then next thing I know, Tom Pritchard walks in, and there's a regional chef, and I don't know what his name is, but he was as big as Tom Pritchard. Like these guys were mirror images of each other. Only one dude was Mexican, and there's Tom Pritchard. Well, by the end of this thing, they're on the pool table cheersing pitchers, just kapow, and dancing and having a great time. And that's what I thought this life was all about.
Yeah.
Well, it can be.
Right? No, I mean, there's moments. Right.
So I met Tom twice. He walked into the kitchen at Crawdaddy one time when I was working, and he loved the two prep cooks that worked there that I was working with, Lawana and Sherry. I remember them to this day. And he walked in, and he just had a blast hanging out with those ladies. So I was like, fuck good, as long as you're ignoring my ass, because I'm afraid of you, dude.
Yeah.
Second time I met him, I saw him at a food show, and all I did, I simply walked up and thanked him for being to Anthony what Anthony is to me. And I think he respected that. And
he was a superstar. I mean, I wish, looking back, I didn't know as a child cook, you don't know who you're interacting with. And you don't know, like, I should go ask this dude some questions and get some direction and whatnot. And I was just always terrified of him. One time I was cooking on the line at the Dockside Broiler, and I was scraping off. There was a little flat top out there that we sauteed on and did some other crap on, and I'm scraping it off with a spatula, and I took the spatula and I just scraped off the stuff into the trash can, on the trash can. Not knowing any better fucking hygiene, whatever.
Let me guess. He said, "You're that guy that fucks shit up."
Yeah. And so here I'm cleaning up after my lunch shift, getting my ass kicked, doing 250 lunches all by myself, killing it. And then here comes Anthony. He's like, "Look, you piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? And like, why would you do this?" I go, "Everybody does it. I'm not the only dumb motherfucker. So whatever."
But people, when I tell people that's Anthony, look, you dumb piece of shit. Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
They don't believe me that's how he talks to people. And then
no.
they look at me and they wonder why I talk like that.
Yeah. Oh no. I've owned 3 restaurants now, and my last 2 restaurants, it started to go out of fashion talking to people like that. Let me just tell you that.
Little bit. People look at me and they go, "Dude, do you like always?" I tell people, this is how I talk. It's how I talk. It doesn't matter who I'm talking to.
Yeah, it's not personal.
And they're like, my wife goes, "You work in the school district?" I'm like, "What the fuck? I've been working in the school district 30 years now."
Yeah.
And she goes, "I don't know how you do it, because I hear the things you say."
Right. Oh no. Like Gordon Ramsay's like this anomaly. He's this fascination on television for the way he talks. But what's his name? Chef he worked with
Marco Pierre White.
Marco Pierre White. Made the guy cry because he was like telling him, "You fucking piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna cry now at the end of this fucking shift? Just sit there and cry."
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay he is pretending to be Marco Pierre White.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
And if you haven't read Marco's book, you got to read his book.
It's a great book. Great read. Great read.
And you know what? Every time I read it, all I think about is Anthony. I think about Anthony and the way he treated all of us.
Well, he was first of all, he's one of the most handsome dudes ever. Just like Marco Pierre White during his time. I mean,
no homo.
I called him, his nickname was the Big Linguine, right? My nickname was Skinny fucking piece of shit fucking kid. That was my fucking
Mine was your fat fuck.
yeah.
Drunk fuck.
Well, one time, so at the Dockside Broiler, I had a girl. I was going out with this chick in high school, and she was pretty, very attractive, and I let these guys in on that, and they didn't believe me. They thought I was lying to them. Well, they needed a hostess, and so they're like, I'm like, hey, my girlfriend's working at McDonald's right now, but if you need a hostess, I think that she would be a good fit. She looks good. And Ed West was the general manager, and he's like, okay, yeah, bring her in, Troy. We'll do that. So I bring her in for the interview, and I'm in the back prepping, doing my thing, and Anthony's back there prepping and doing his thing, and then the fucking one of the waiters comes running back, and there's like, hey, Ed, you got to come out here. You got an interview out here. You got to come out here. And they looked at me. He's like, Troy, that's your girlfriend? I'm like, yeah. And then they all went running out into the restaurant to see this girl. And she was beautiful. And then they come running back and they're like, what the fuck, you skinny piece of shit? How did you do that? And they hired her on the spot, and then she wound up running the restaurant.
That's awesome, dude.
Damn.
That's fucking funny, man. We could talk about Anthony all night, but
yeah.
Let's flash forward, dude. You lived the life in New Orleans. You lived the life at the Stanley. But eventually you opened a couple of your own restaurants. But tell me, most importantly, you just filmed a pilot for TV. You have your own business. Tell us about Heller's Kitchen real quick.
Okay, so for the last, 2 years ago, I was running 2 Italian restaurants called Cacciatore at Heller's Kitchen, and very successful. We were doing a great job, and but the economy and things started to get outside of the box as far as our business plan model went. And my partner and I decided to sell those, and we moved on from that. And I decided to open a catering business off, from my reputation. And I do meal prep and catering. I cater weddings. I cater weddings at a barn dominium in Johnstown that's really beautiful. It's Mountain View Menagerie. And I got contacted by a company called Eat This TV, asked me if I wanted to be on TV. And I get emails all the time that are suspect. And so I kind of ignored it. But one day I got a couple. And so I sent them an email saying, yeah, maybe I'm interested. I'll talk to you. And through that process, I decided they were legitimate. And then I committed to flying out to New York. I only had one day in November to do anything like this, and they had a window of opportunity. So I flew out on a red eye to New York City and went to this venue, this kitchen that was very special, and filmed a pilot. And so the pilot went over well on YouTube and all the social media. So they offered me 10 seasons, and I just recently finished filming those.
You just finished filming all 10 episodes.
Yeah, in 3 days at the end of December during my busiest period of catering.
Holy cow. So when can we see this?
You can see it right now. It's on. So if you go to www.eatthisTV.com, that pops up their webpage, and the video runs at 9 p.m. my time, 11 p.m. your time every day, 7 days a week. And then at some point, I don't understand the YouTube thing. My pilot went up on YouTube right away. Then you got 20,000 views in 4 days, and
wow,
that's why we got where I am. But right now, it's the only thing that's on YouTube are the shorts. The shorts are interesting, but right now it's on episode 1, and I did some Asian. I did a Taiwan. So I did an Asian fish balls and some lob salad and some other things. And the show was supposed to be designed around worldview cuisine. So like from everywhere. And so we do Spain, we do Italy, I do New Orleans, which is a third world country somewhere in the United States, and other stuff.
Dude, that's badass. I put the link up in the chat room. So if anybody wants to check that out, make sure you check that out.
Thank you.
We've got more chefs checking in. We got Flavors 2015 checking in. Biggie Cheese 38 checking in. Glenn Wiggins checking in from right here in Tampa, Florida, and Chef Kendra Mastrone checking in. Kendra Sharp. We're talking with Troy Heller, and we're talking about his show on Eat This TV. Check it out. Make sure you keep hitting those clicks, giving it likes, giving it shares. Let everybody know what we're watching here.
Thank you.
That's Troy Heller of Heller's Kitchen. So, Troy, you do the caterings, you do the food. You're on the TV. What's next? Where do we see it going?
Well, they want me to have a cookbook. They want me to have something to sell on the TV show. So I'm working on that. I haven't decided exactly the concept for the cookbook. I'm thinking about my career and all the places that I've cooked, starting with, like the Stanley Hotel and my stay in New Orleans and some of the things we did in Tampa. And I think there's some interesting things in there to show kind of an evolution of where you start from to where you're at and things like that. I think that would be interesting.
I think that would be very cool. I know it's something I would want to check out. And I think, the food is what everybody wants to get into.
Absolutely.
But when you add those anecdotal stories, obviously I'm gonna be able to relate. But it's not something that you have to be dead center in the mix because the stories are universal.
Yeah.
Everybody can relate in one way or another. And I think that would be super badass, dude.
Yeah. I think, when I left Castaways to go to New Orleans, I'm kind of dumb. And they offered me this job in New Orleans. And I was like, kind of starstruck. And I was like, oh, well, fuck. How cool would that be to go be a chef in a restaurant in New Orleans? Not really considering that I'm not really a chef. I've been cooking in restaurants for 10 years and I've learned how to grill food and saute food and mix stuff and and then you show up in New Orleans where the epicenter of fucking food in, the United States, and your eyes get open, you get humbled, but I had an opportunity to learn some of the best techniques that there are on the planet. And also I met some really cool people in New Orleans. I met the Neville brothers and I got to be friends with the drummer for the Neville brothers, Bean Willie Green, and the culture there was so cool. And I think that part of cooking, if you travel, if you take your skills, if you're not afraid, and this is one of the other things, I've never been afraid. When I got offered this TV thing, and I put that in quotes, I mean, it's a work in progress, but you get offered something like that and you just go. You just say, I'm doing that. I'm not afraid. And you learn so much from those experiences.
Yeah, you gotta flash back to when you were, in those teenage years when you were willing to just do anything. You weren't, you just did it and worried about the consequences later. Yeah. And as we get older, we get safer and we try to become, analytical. You can't
comfortable. Most people want to be comfortable. I don't think there's anything in the restaurant hospitality hotel industry that's comfortable if you're working in a kitchen.
No way, shape, or form.
And especially if you're growing, if you're learning, and you're not just set on this one way of doing things. You have to become uncomfortable. And for me, doing the TV thing, I had no idea what to expect. I got flown into this place. I took a red-eye flight. I spent hours in the airport waiting around to go to the actual spot. And the spot turned out to be like this kitchen where they do cooking classes, and they rent it out to people to do catering. And it was not that exciting a kitchen, let me just say. And it was scary. And they fucked up my groceries, and you have to adapt, and you have to make it happen no matter what happens. And then
that's it.
It's about the food, right? It's the outcome of the food. So,
well, I got to tell you, I watched the pilot. I didn't know the rest were up. I thought the pilot was a great watch. I quoted it today. I actually sent someone to watch it. They said, I think I want to do pasta. I'm like, well, why don't we do something different? Why don't you try a gnocchi?
Yeah.
And he's like, I've never made gnocchi before. I said, well, go check out my boy Troy Heller's episode. He just filmed he makes gnocchi and he makes it look so fucking easy.
It is. Gnocchi's easy.
And
it's just a ratio of potatoes and potatoes, flour, an egg, and you make it. It has to feel right, just like pasta. It's easy.
Well,
I make it look easy too.
And you did. I sent him to watch your video, and he's going to be making it and serving it next week at the restaurant at school.
If he has, hey, anybody that has any questions about any of those things, they can hit me up at Heller's or hellertroy@yahoo.com. I'll answer any question at any time, or my website, Heller's Kitchen LLC. There's a landing page. You can ask me anything. I'll answer you. No problem.
So that's Heller's Kitchen.
LLC.com.
Heller's Kitchen LLC.com. Guys, It's in the link. It's in the chat room. Make sure you check it out. Troy, we normally ask our favorite 5 questions, but because of time, we do have a hard stop. So I want to ask you, I believe we could tell a lot about somebody by their favorite hamburger. What is Troy Heller's ideal hamburger?
Well, I got 2, but I put one. I sent you one. It's called a Calypso burger. I owned a bar called the Island Grill, and I made the Island Grill. It was a reflection of my time in Clearwater and Tampa. But at that bar, we had a burger. It was a 50% pork, 50% beef, and then it was seasoned with like a jerk seasoning, and then grilled. And then it had a pepper jelly and gorgonzola cheese, hot pickles, lettuce and tomato, and then a sriracha mayo on a brioche bun.
Tell me about your hot pickle.
Well, so hot pickles, depends on whatever chili you want to use, but I like making chilies or pickles with a Calabrian chili, and I take the Calabrian chilies and the oil and vinegar that they're stored in, and then I'd steam the baby cucumbers, and then I pack that all in a jar together with a little bit of sugar and vinegar, and then boom, you have hot pickles.
Hot damn, that sounds good. And use the Calabrian chili in your episode on your premiere episode on Eat This too.
Yeah, with the roasted chicken, pan roasted chicken. It's one of my favorite things.
It looked fan-damn-tastic, buddy. It looked fan-damn-tastic.
Thank you so much.
Dude, I say we have the same mentor, and we do. But I do want to share, you made a major impact on me in our short time together, and I'd be remiss if I didn't share that with you. I love the time we shared. Most importantly, I love the time out of the kitchen, whether we were watching the boxing matches or talking about music or whatever it was we were doing, because that camaraderie is what builds the team in the kitchen as much as anything else. Yeah. And it's a lesson that I learned firsthand, and something I try to impart and instill into people that I still teach to this day. So Troy, man, nothing but mad love for you and everything you're doing.
Well, thanks, Eric. I'm very proud of you. I watch you. I follow you. I watch all your stuff. I think your impact is fantastic. I miss Tampa. I like Tampa. I had a great time while I was in Tampa. I have a lot of other stories. Whiskey Joe's is a fun place. The Rocket Club. Did you go to Extreme when we went and saw Extreme, the show at the Rocket Club?
I did not.
All right, I think Tony was there. It was one of the single greatest impromptu rock shows that I've ever seen. They had a band there called Danger. Do you know that? Do you remember that?
Yeah, opened for him. I remember.
Yeah, so they Extreme opened for Danger. So the Extreme played, and it was out. It was crazy. It was so good. And then they came out and they're like, "Now we welcome you, Danger, fucking Danger." And then it was just like from that up from
Well, Extreme is one of the hottest bands out there, and I got to tell you, I wasn't going to go to the Motley Crue tour that's coming up, and then I found out Extreme's opening up, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to call Ed.
What's the name of the guitarist?
Nuno Betancourt.
What?
Nuno Betancourt.
Yeah, one of the best ever in the world. And I watched him that night, the Rocket Club, 500 people. It was crazy.
Insane. Troy, I got nothing but love, but I got some bad news for you, dude.
Uh-oh.
I got to kick your ass in trivia now.
Okay.
All right, it's time for a little VooDoo Games. But before we start, we got to give a big shout out to Jennifer Chicote, Maria Morales, 15 PD, and of course our good friend Kimo Gray for being here tonight. And of course, Kimo's got one thing to say: bang bang. What's that sound? All right, VooDoo Games. We got a very special guest host of VooDoo Games tonight. My BFF, your BFF, Billy fucking Floyd. What's up, buddy?
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Yo, Billy.
Hey.
Yo, Troy, you said you had a restaurant called Cacciatore?
Yes, sir.
Ah, the chicken cacciatore is my favorite dish. I love a cacciatore. Yes, very nice. Sorry, I just had to say that. Hi, Big Eddie C. What's up, dude?
Hey, man.
Hey, Chef.
All right, for everybody who calls shenanigans on this game, Billy Floyd, can you assure everybody that I have not been privy to any of the questions tonight?
No, to be completely honest with you, I waited until about 20 minutes ago before I even created these questions and got the answers together. So no one knows what's going on, least of all me.
All right. So, Troy, VooDoo Games real simple. Billy Floyd is going to read a series of questions, pop culture trivia, 10 questions in total. If you think you know the answer to the question, simply shout out your own name. Billy Floyd will call upon whomever he hears first. If he calls upon you and you know the answer, you get 1 point. If you get it right, 1 point. If you get it wrong, no harm, no foul. But everybody will get a chance to answer the question. And the person with the most points at the end of the game will be declared the winner. And as the winner, you will have the right to have your name entered into a drawing where you could be selected the winner of a prize that could be named at a later date.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
Sweet.
So with that said,
Allegedly,
Billy Floyd, I turn it over to you.
All right, let's get into it, kids. We got 10 questions, pop culture trivia. I'm excited. Big Eddie C's a brilliant man. We had to bring up the questions, and Chef Erik is extremely quick, Troy Heller, so I hope you're ready to rock and roll.
I'm very slow, so.
Let's see what happens. Which actor voices Woody in the Toy Story franchise?
Not it.
VooDoo.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. VooDoo gets it.
Tom Hanks. Billy Floyd, I heard Woody's your favorite character.
Shh. Oh, it's way after 9:30. Yeah, man, that's what they called me in college.
Hey,
Oh,
everybody out there,
somehow.
don't forget to log on to kitchenkillers.com and check out our good friend Billy Floyd. Follow him on every social media platform. Billy Floyd goes live every Monday at 7:05 and every Friday at 9:05. And I believe we are doing a joint cast this week. You're going to stream onto the VooDoo page.
Oh, yeah,
Friday.
baby. Oh, we're doing the 3rd annual Meatloaf Mayhem Challenge, and I'm super excited.
And I may be super excited, too, if you were watching the podcast earlier tonight.
don't let your meat loaf.
That was my dad's favorite joke.
I like this guy. He's good, man. Okay. Question number 2. Which fictional city is the primary setting of Stranger Things?
Ed.
Big Eddie, see what you got.
Hawkins, Indiana.
Nailed it.
Solid effort.
Nailed it. Nailed it. All right, man. Moving right on. Sweet,
Here
sweet.
comes Big Eddie C. Here it comes. You ready, Big Eddie
Number
C?
3. Which artist
Troy.
released the 20? I thought somebody said their name. I was like, all right.
I heard
here we
Troy.
go. Yeah, is Troy? Okay, Troy. What's up? What you got?
Which artist? The artist formerly known as Prince.
All right,
No.
I'll quit fucking around.
Which artist released the 2016 album Lemonade? Oof.
Oh shit.
Which artist released the 2016?
Troy.
What you got, Troy?
Beyonce.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Nailed
I
it.
didn't have any help.
We're tied up, kids.
I hope you did, because I was going to be a little embarrassed for you.
Yeah, we're tied
Thank
up.
you.
1-1-1. Everybody's got one in the
Need somebody
bucket,
to
guys.
hold me after this.
Oh, stop it! Get out of here.
And
Let's
Troy, I'll
move it
give
on.
you another hint. If you watch the chat
Oh.
room, we have
Oh,
some
yeah.
brilliant people who play along and sometimes put the answers in the chat room.
Sometimes that is true.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
That's-
Billy Floyd, where can we see you next?
what is tonight? Tonight's Wednesday.
Aside
No,
from
tonight's
Friday, we
Tuesday.
did that.
So Wednesday, patreon.com/kitchenkillers. We stream just to our Patreon patrons. It's free to join. To be honest with you, we have tiers as low as $2 all the way up to $100, and you get some really cool shit if you're a part of it. We've been Crashing Kitchen. We've been doing it for free for over 8 years. That's how we pay for the whole thing, guys, is through Patreon and people just like you. So then this Thursday, TikTok at 7 o'clock and Friday at 9:05. Our 3rd annual Meatloaf Mayhem Challenge, which from my understanding, we're going to have some fantastic judges and some incredible killers in the house. I'm excited.
Damn
I'm
straight.
excited.
Skippy.
All right. Number 4, all tied up right now. Number 4, in Jurassic Park, what kind of dinosaur is responsible for the death of Dennis Nedry?
VooDoo.
VooDoo, what you got?
Velociraptor.
No, sir. Big
Troy.
Eddie C.
T-Rex.
Who's
No, sir. No. Big Eddie C, what's up?
Oh shit.
What other dinosaurs are there?
we
Not
allowed to give hints? I don't know what to do.
Stegosaurus.
What was that?
Was it a Stegosaurus?
No, it was not. No, sir. No, sir. Mm-mm.
Oh.
Do we move on,
Ian?
Chef, or do you want me to give a? Are we doing half points with hints?
Lori? Don't whisper so loud.
Lori, what was that?
We're going to the chat.
No, that's it. It's done.
That's it.
Questions
All right,
dead.
sweet. We're still tied up.
What was the
1-1-1.
answer? A pterodactyl?
Dilophosaurus.
Like, who the fuck's going to know that?
That was on the tip of my tongue.
I know it. It's the one that goes.
Billy,
hits him with the
Oh,
venom.
that thing.
Yeah.
Billy-
Dilophosaurus Dennis Nedry.
it's the
I'm gonna
one
need a
that-
visual
that
prompt.
spits poison. Billy
Thanks,
Floyd,
Troy.
what do you call a sex change when you go from a woman to a man?
A sex change when you go from a woman to a man?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
It's called an addictomy. Okay, next.
Number 5. Number 5 all tied up. That's right, Bridget King. It's the one with the neck flaps that spits that poisonous liquid. Nailed it. Yes. If you take all those
Bridge King.
Bridge
combat.
Bridge
Thank you.
King. Bridge King 44449.
He
Okay,
also
number
knew
5.
He also knew the answer to my trivia question.
Yeah, nailed it. Right on. Right on. Number 5. What is the name of the coffee shop frequently visited by the characters in
VooDoo.
Friends? Yep. VooDoo.
Something Perk. Central Perk.
Nailed it. VooDoo breaks the tie, baby. He's up 2. 1 for Troy, 1 for Big Eddie C. Moving
I'm
on.
rooting for VooDoo personally.
You're the best player on his team.
Thank
So
you.
am I, so am I, Troy. So am I.
All right, here we go. Which actor played Jack Dawson in Titanic?
Ed.
That was
Troy.
really
Leonardo
that was
DiCaprio.
that was really close. It was so close. I'm gonna say this one, Big Eddie C. You were right on the nose, dude. You got just barely ahead of VooDoo. Which you got?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
The DiCaprio. There it is.
And there's our good friend Jada Vidal checking in with Leo So DiCaprio.
Hello, so DiCaprio.
And then she corrected herself.
What's up, Jada? How are you? Welcome. Congratulations, you just won the game, Jada. Well done. That's awesome. You're the winner. You get a prize someday, maybe from Chef, possibly.
Probably a
I'm not sure.
hamburger.
That's a fantastic prize. Okay. Number 7. Right now, VooDoo is tied with Big Eddie C 2-2. My man Troy, 1 point right there. He's 1 point away, guys.
That's all I really needed. Was one.
Which video game franchise features locations such as Hyrule and characters like Link and Ganon?
Ed.
What you got, Eddie?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
No, that is incorrect. What video game franchise features
Troy.
location? Yes, sir.
Minecraft?
No, sir. No, that's not correct either.
VooDoo.
Yeah, what you got?
We've got Don Hill checking in with Atari. That's not my answer. I'm going to say those are characters like Pong and Grand Theft Auto.
No, sir. No, those are way too new, guys. This is old school, baby. We're going Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda.
What the fuck?
Are you
Mortal
kidding me?
Kombat.
Were you? Have you been under a rock for the last 45 years? Jeez.
Yeah.
These chefs don't play a lot of video games.
Yeah, that game came out in like 1986. It changed the face of video games forever on the Nintendo Entertainment Center. Where you guys been? There you go.
I know, man.
There you go.
If you
Rich King got it again.
If you were watching the podcast, Troy and I were both working.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
I didn't watch Seinfeld for 10 years after it shut down.
Same.
Damn.
I'm excited. This next one is going to be, you guys are going to be all over this one.
Zelda too.
Now, yeah. Bridge King got Zelda too. Boom. Actually, you know what? I think Bridge King is tied for first.
I think he is.
So here we go. Which pop star is known as the Material Girl?
Madonna.
That was VooDoo right there. What you got?
Madonna.
Did Chef yell the answer?
Forget my name.
Sorry, man.
Well, Troy, what would Anthony say right now? What would Anthony tell you right now?
I'm so disappointed. That's it.
Dude, I just see you
and not surprised.
Dude, I see you wiping the spatula on the garbage can. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I saw you doing it 10 minutes ago. Fuck off.
Well, VooDoo, you said your name first, and Chef Troy said the. Do you have to say the word?
Which one?
Material Girl. Who is that, VooDoo? Who you got?
Madonna.
I didn't know if you had to say it for it to count because Troy said it, but you said
it.
I did say it.
Right.
I actually said
it. Troy, did you ever look at him and pull out one of those old commercials like the dad with the box of drugs? What are you doing with this? I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from you, Dad.
Watching you.
Yeah. He said I was smoking pot on the back dock before he hired me. I'm like, really?
That's why he hired you. He's like, this guy's awesome. I like this guy.
I can't wait to download this and send it to him so he can watch it. Because his cripple old ass is.
Last story about him. I helped him move his family from a location, right? We had to go rent a U-Haul. Well, the U-Haul was a stick shift. Neither one of us knew how to drive a stick shift at this juncture. Guess who had to learn right there?
You. Because he wouldn't do anything that would make him look less or not able to do something.
No, I was like, I don't know how to drive it. He goes, well, you're going to learn. I'm like, cool. All right. I did.
Oh. Sorry, Billy Floyd.
No, you're good.
My
You guys
bad.
are like, telling old stories, old war stories. I love it. It's fantastic. I wasn't around in the 60s. I don't know what's going on.
He called me up, Troy calls me up one day, and he's like, hold on. And he's like, and I'm talking, he's like, shh. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, I'm hiding in the bushes, dude. Beth's trying to fucking kill me.
He probably got caught smoking a cigarette. One. He had to borrow. He probably had to walk out in the street and borrow a cigarette for some asshole out in the street. And then and then she saw him.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, we're going to hell.
See you there.
man.
I'm sorry, Billy Floyd.
No, you're good. You're good. We'll all
Billy
go in a
Floyd's
band
looking
together.
at-
It'll be
He's
fun.
looking at me like, dude, you have a hard cutoff, not me.
I'm good. This is funny for me. I like this. This is awesome. I gotta tell you, I got some duck legs in some grunge right over here that's been there for a couple hours. All nice padded dry. I did a little light slicing right on the top skin. Open that up, man. I'm excited. So I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm really hungry, and it's gonna be awesome. I love duck. But that's so. My evening tonight-
We packaged some of Billy's seasonings for him, and he calls it grunge, and it's off the chart. All right, Billy,
man.
take it
all
over.
right. So, Chef, you were up by 1. You got 3. You're 3
Oh,
to 2.
show's
Big
over.
Eddie C.
Oh shit!
That's it.
Dinner!
That's it. All right, moving on. Here we go. This is I think I know who's going to get this one, but I'm going to toss it out here. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe,
None
what
of
is
us.
the name of Thor's hammer?
Ed
What you got, Eddie?
Mjolnir.
Bingo. I knew Big Eddie C was going to get it.
What did you say?
On my damn arm, motherfuckers. See?
That's it. Mjolnir.
That's Ric Flair.
Right. Nailed it. Holy smokes, we've come down to a tie. Troy, this one I feel like making this one 3 points. So if Troy gets it, he wins.
When's the burger cook-off? Because I'm going to fly down and do that.
May 16th.
Ooh, okay, I'm going to put that on my calendar. I might do that.
I would love to have you, my
Is it
friend.
okay to have a Colorado weirdo can come cook a burger?
Dude, I would love for you to do that. And you know what we'll do? The bad thing is you got to cook 300. You got to cook 300 servings. So we're just going to make Anthony do it from Green Iguana I mean, he fucking owes you, dude. And he owes me. So
Only
there
way
you-
He was Big
the
Eddie
mic-
C.
300.
Mike-
Like in what amount of time? 20 minutes? I got that. That's no problem.
Dockside broiler days.
Get him mic'd up. We'd have to record the commentary for later.
But I got to get one of them floppy fucking hats, and I need a handkerchief thing, like a red handkerchief that chokes you out while you're trying not to breathe.
El Gaucho.
Troy, I would be honored if you came to cook in the best burger in Florida competition.
All right, I'm thinking about working that out.
Dude, what a great event that is, man. That's such a fun event.
Maybe we could talk about figuring out so we can get how we can get Eat This TV out there and have them
maybe
competition.
see what's up.
Dude, that would be badass. That would mean the world. And if you're there, you know Bobby's gonna come, Pat's gonna come, the whole crew's just gonna come out there.
Pat Steele, he needs a hug.
Don't we all?
Love that
Don't we
guy.
all, Chef Troy.
You know, I went to high school with that fucking guy, right?
Well, he definitely needs a
Great dude,
hug.
man.
If I went to high school with you, I would need a hug.
You would. Trust me.
It's got. This is what we do.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I'm feeling warm and fuzzy a lot.
Gastrointestinal issues. It's probably gas.
I
It's not
ignore
good. You
that.
got heartburn
I'm going to
medication?
be 60 this year, so that's why I want to do the burger thing.
Awesome. I love
I'm
it.
super stoked, man. We're gonna keep in touch, and we're gonna see if we can line that up. Wait. We have another Anthony Chick story. We're in the middle of a dinner rush. Anthony stops to do oyster shots with me.
What the fuck? I don't believe that.
That's
I
a
don't believe
great.
that.
That's awesome.
Well, you got to know that Sean worked for Anthony later in his career when he was all lovey-dovey. Not.
Oh, and he actually liked to drink. Having a beer with that fucker was scarce, man. For me.
He came down to meet me one night at the bar to watch UFC fights, and I'm pounding jacks all night long, and he shows up, and I'm like, dude, what do you want to drink? I'm drinking whatever you're drinking.
Oh no.
So he drinks one jack, and he's like,
Good for you, Eric.
that's badass, dude. That's badass.
Oh,
Drinking
yeah.
out of the skull. So Anthony has one jack, and he goes, dude, I can't drink this shit.
No.
And he says, I can't drink this. I'm like, all right, we'll drink whatever you want. So we switched to lemon drops, and oh my god, we drank lemon drops the rest of the night.
Wonderful.
It was nice to be able to do that after in 25 years. That's how long after the fact it was, dude.
Huh.
Great dude. Great
Oh,
dude.
Love it.
Here you go, Billy. You should have tried being one of my students.
One of his
Amen.
students.
Sean was my student.
Yeah.
All right, take us home, Billy Floyd. Hard out.
All right. Last question. Worth 3 points. Whoever wins the whole damn thing. Chef Troy, I believe in you, dude. You can come from behind, man. I'm doing this for you. Nope, we never do this, but this is for you because you had a restaurant called Cacciatore, and that's fucking awesome. It's fantastic. I'm bleeping myself out here. All right, here we go. Which TV show features the characters Walter White and Jesse Pinkman?
Ed.
Breaking Bad. Troy.
Oh shit.
Mic drop.
On that note, guys, we're going to call this the three-way draw. Make sure you come back next week when our guest next week, Mr. Billy Floyd. Troy, I got nothing for love for you, my friend. Peace and love, everybody. We'll see you next week.